I'm Kelly and this is Kel's Magic Kingdom. This is my first YouTube video, so I thought I'd do a video of me packing just so it's a little bit more chilled because I am really nervous to do this. I'm not used to speaking to the camera in this regard, and I have some questions from people on Instagram that I can answer while I'm doing it, so I thought I'd bring you along while I pack for my Disney trip. And yeah, let's go. So I think I'm going to pack the small case. So you think, because I can guarantee you I'll pack and then I'll be like, oh, it's only a 4-day trip, but I end up packing more clothes. So I'm going to go with the small case first and then we'll see. And it does have an expansion, and to be fair, the small case is quite big. So we'll do that first. Let's be honest, there's potential I'll end up taking both. Go. I do have some questions from some people on Instagram, and I'd love to answer them as I'm packing at the same time and telling you what I'm going to take with me, etc. I just thought it'd be a really nice little way for you to get to know me, introduce myself on YouTube, and make me feel a little bit less nervous, hopefully. If you can hear some squeaking, that is my cat outside the door. I have tried to decatify all of our clothes, but when you live in a house with 2 cats, that doesn't really happen. So, first question I'm going to go for is, where are you going? And carry on, or checking a bag. From Sandra Explains It All. So, I am going to Disneyland Paris. And I'm actually not getting on the plane. We're driving. So we drove last time we went, and we actually really enjoy driving just purely because it means we can do what we want. We can go at our own times. We can have longer in the parks going on the tunnel, because what we do is we catch the earliest tunnel out and the latest tunnel back, which means we have pretty much an entire park day before we go anywhere. So yeah. Okay, so I think I have too many clothes, but we'll deal with that in a minute. My next question was, where am I staying? From Pixie Dust Travels with Jules. I'm actually staying at Davy Crockett Ranch, so it's technically on site at DLP, but not on site. So you have to drive from DCR into DLP, but you get free parking with all of that. So always helps. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pack my main outfits with underwear, etc. in my lounge flies, and then I'm gonna pack my alternative outfits in the case. So at this point I am thinking the big case might be better, but I'm gonna do this first, then we'll go from there. So I was thinking, no, I'm gonna go for this one. So I'm gonna go my Hollister Mickey jumper. I have some leggings, I also have joggers, I have some jeans that I'm going to pack separately just because they're sort of like mix and match. But this is going in here, and that goes with my ears, but all of my ears are going to be packed separately into one of the Loungefly dust bags, because I would hate for them to get damaged inside of the bag. It's definitely going to be a big suitcase situation, I won't lie. I underestimated myself. And then with this Loungefly, I'm going with my Asda Mickey jumper. It is going to be cold-ish at Disney, so I am going to pack some thermals. I do have those with me. going to pack some thermals just purely because I don't want to wear a coat while I'm walking around. I hate carrying a coat around, so I just rather not carry the coat if I get too hot. And we do have ponchos for us to wear, so I don't feel like I need to like worry about carrying all of that around. And I'm going to leave this bag out because this is the bag I'm going to go with for the first day, so this will be my travel bag as well. And then, I don't know if you know, but it is stupidly hard to find anything related to Bugs Life, clothing wise, because I have my Bugs Life bag, my Casey's Cookies bag, and then I do have a Heimlich pop on the wall for me to pop in here in the little window. But honestly, anything Bugs Life related is such a nightmare. So I'm going to go with my green joggers, and these are just from Costco. And then I have a jumper that I'm going to wear to travel in on Sunday, because on Sunday we are staying in a Premier Inn pre-tunnel, and then just my black top. I have too many things. I'm just going to switch the suitcases around. I'll be back in a sec. There we go. I think this will work better because these will now fit in as little packing cubes. So I'm going to go this one first, and then I'm going to put some clothes here and then sort the rest out. And then I do have my cute little Mickey cap from Sainsbury's, which I'm obsessed with. I love a cap, love Mickey ears, can't go far wrong. So we're taking that, but I wanted to wear that with my Primark Keith Haring cream Mickey jumper. I just thought it would be a really cute little contrast, and we could put that together. Everything in this packing is jumpers. Let's go for another question. Someone else said, so exciting, where will you be staying? And that's Disney Geek 27, again, DCR. I'm really excited. I will do a mini vlog either on here or on my Instagram, or maybe both, who knows. I've had some really good questions. Mage of Magic Laura asked me one thing I cannot travel without. That is a really difficult question. I mean, essentials are obviously anything technology-wise, all of my chargers and stuff, but I think the one thing that saved my life last Disney trip in terms of chapped lips is lip balm, and my personal favourite is the Mad Beauty lip balm. They do some great lip balms, and they're the only ones that don't make my lips more chapped. They're the ones that I get on with a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to go with lip balm. And that reminds me I need to put some of that in my makeup bag. And I'm just packing some spare clothes just because, who knows, I might change my mind. I know I'm only going for 4 days, but there's a likelihood I'll change my mind on what I'm wearing. So I'm adding a few extra jumpers in here. So I've got my other Keith Haring hoodie I've just packed, my Disneyland Paris Mickey hoodie, jumper, sorry. So yeah. Next question from Vera Maya is, what is my favourite Disney memory? I think the last time I went to Disney, we went in November 2023, and we went to where Cowboy Cookout is, if you know the area, and Minnie was doing a meet and greet, and there was nobody queuing for Minnie. Like, who doesn't queue for Minnie? So there was nobody queuing for Minnie, and we went and queued once the family in front of me had just left, and the cast member said that I could spend as much time with her as I wanted because there was no queue, and I could have the time I wanted to spend with Minnie. And as a child, I have been to Disneyland, Disneyland Paris a few times, and I was always a little bit too cool or a bit worried about what other people would think of me just because of the age I was when I went. And I never felt like I got the interactions that I thought I would have. And I came off of that interaction with Minnie, and it was the most wholesome interaction, and I just burst into tears because it just meant so much to me. And I had those childlike feelings again, like being there, just being in Disney as a child, and just wishing I had the confidence to say, Minnie, I love you, or like give her a hug and not feel like, oh, these people are going to think I'm really stupid, because who even cares? Everybody is there to have the best time, and screw them. If they don't want to have a good time, screw you. And then Chris Roosevelt's chatter, what a guy. Love this guy. He is amazing, so sweet. If you don't follow him already, please go and follow him. He said, what is my earliest Disney memory? And good luck packing. Thank you, Chris. So Disney memory, just wholly Disney, is remembering Toy Story finishing and just wanting to watch it again so desperately. I used to cry whilst the video of Toy Story was being rewound, which is absolutely crackers. So yeah, that's my earliest Disney memory. My earliest Disneyland memory from travelling to Disney. I was so fortunate to have my sister, who is 10 years older than me, take me to Disney when I think I might have been 10 or 11. So she was only 21. Imagine a 21-year-old taking an 11-year-old to Disney on their own. Like, what? That's so wild. Especially on the Eurostar, which we did. So a 21-year-old with an 11-year-old through the middle of London. And I remember trying to catch this Eurostar. I also remember going on the coach with my sister. I can't remember which one came first. But yeah, that's what I remember. And I remember being so excited to travel and go on the double-decker trams. Like, how cool was I on a double-decker tram with my little Eeyore crossbody? It was one of my favourite memories, is just travelling to Disney. And I'm actually so lucky that this time, again, I'm not only going with my lovely boyfriend Adam, I get to go with my sister, my brother-in-law and my niece, and we're surprising my niece out there in Disney because she doesn't know that me and Adam are going. She's been asking for weeks if we're going to go, if we can go with them, if it's something that we'll do in the future, and we've just basically said no. It's not something we can do, it's not something we can afford, so she won't see us there. And I'm hoping, I pray to God, hoping that she's going to be so excited to see us and be able to spend time with Auntie Kelly and Uncle Adam. Some really great questions as well from Wondering Explorer. What founded your love of adult Disney life? Childhood trips, a memory, a movie. I've for as long as I can remember, I've grown up with Disney. That's all I remember. I don't remember not having Disney in my life. So I watched Hannah Montana as a kid, like my absolute favourite show. My sisters always loved Disney, so I think with my sister always living Disney, I've just had the privilege of being able to be a Disney kid through and through, and my sister really, really solidified my love of Disney, and I have my sister to thank for a lot of who I am today in terms of my personality and the things I love and not being afraid to love the things I do. But I'm going to say my sister and everything from that childhood and like my Disney adult life. I never stopped loving Disney. Who doesn't love a Disney movie? So I never stopped loving that, and it's just something I grew up with, and it's just stayed solidified in my life until now, really. Stasis Travel asked me 2 great questions. She is amazing as well. If you don't already follow her, please go and follow her too. My favourite DLP restaurant and my favourite Disney ride. So, don't be mad at me, please, Stace. But my favourite DLP restaurant, I haven't actually eaten at many places in DLP. We're very much snacky people, like eat on the go people. I love a quick service. The nuggets in Disney are like 10 out of 10. Disney chicken nuggets are something else. And I don't know if it's the magic, but we love Disney chicken nuggets. But this time I will say that we are going to we are going to Waltz. So we're going to go eat at Waltz this time, and also go and eat at Pim. I'm going to be controversial again. I love a restaurant where they bring you out food. I'm not a massive buffet gal. Buffets make me feel a little bit icky, just in case somebody else has touched the food or coughed on the food or sneezed on the food. Like, it freaks me out. But when we did go to downtown in the Marvel Hotel last time, we absolutely loved it. We absolutely loved it there. The food was great. The service was great. The atmosphere was just great. And my favourite Disney ride, I think I'm going to have to go with either Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain, because that is just a great ride and has always been a great ride, or what is the ride name? Bear with, we're going to find out. I have a little bit of brain fog today. So I will tell you the ride once I know what ride it is. Not there. Not Cars Road Trip. Not Ratatouille. Not RC. Why am I being silly? Avengers Assemble Flight Force. I love that. I love a thrill ride. I love upside down rides. I'm not opposed to a fast, a little bit of a hectic ride. It's something I do really enjoy, actually. We do live quite near Alton Towers, so as a kid I've always gone to Alton Towers, like as a teen and stuff as well. So yeah, any ride really, but yeah, either Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain or Flight Force are probably 2 of my favourite rides at Disneyland Paris. Orlando Adventures podcast. Again, if you don't already go follow him, Russ is unreal. He is a legend, as he would say, but he also just has the best podcast. He's just so chill, such a fun human being, and I'm so glad I made friends with him in this community. So go ahead and follow him. But he's asked me 3 questions, and I'm going to save my favourite question till last, because this just shows how much Russ knows me and how well he knows me from our friendship that we have. But he's asked, what was my favourite Disney memory? And as I said before, it's probably travelling to Disneyland with my sister and having the privilege to go with my best friend to Disney as a child. Like, I love my sister to pieces, and I couldn't be more thankful to have gone with anybody else. What's my priority thing to do when I first go to Walt Disney World? Oh my god, I'm so excited to go to Walt Disney World. But honestly, my priority thing is just snacks. I just want to eat all of the food out there. Like, it all looks so good whenever I see it on Instagram. I just want to eat all of the food and be like, just so fat. Yeah, I can't wait to eat the food. Yeah. And final question, which is proof that Russ is a great friend and remembers me and our first conversation that we had. He's asked the world's hardest question of, if I could have one dream import car, what would it be and why? And it can be from a film, etc. he knows I love cars. It's one of my other things. So if you don't know me as a person, the 4 things that define who I am and can just describe me as a person, which is Disney, Taylor Swift, cars and cats, or animals, let's say, because I love animals. But I own a bright green or a Kelly green Nissan 350Z. And I love a Jap car. I love a Japanese car. They're great. I'd love an import version of that, if I'm perfectly honest. But it has to be a Japanese import Nissan GTR R34, because who doesn't want one of those? Or, hear me out, one of the vintage Broncos from Ford, like a vintage Ford Bronco from Vintage Broncos on Instagram. They are unreal looking. I literally can't, I look at them all the time. So either an American car or a Jap car, import wise. But my overall dream car, which is an additional bit to this, would be, and this is a crazy thing to want, but but it is a McLaren P1. The McLaren P1 is my absolute dream car. I will never ever be able to own a McLaren P1. They are way too fast. They are way too powerful, but I love them so much. So yeah, that's all my questions I have though. But it's made me feel a little bit more at ease, like talking to the camera, and really it's you guys. I just feel like I'm talking to a room full of people that aren't there, but like on Teams. Yeah, and I really want to show you guys this. I know it's been on my Instagram, but I absolutely love this. The Oodie Sleep Tea, the anxiety one, it is the cutest and comfiest thing ever. I made Adam try it on and he was like, yeah, I'm not taking this off now, because he absolutely loved it as well. Oodie, friggin' love Oodie, man. They're great. But yeah, and so the plan, so I tell you a little bit about my plan. I'll be back in a second once I get all the rest of my clothes. So I'm going to go over my plan with you for Disney and what we're actually doing while we're there. We are going over half term, which is very unusual for myself and Adam, just because we don't have kids, not yet anyway, and it's not something we're looking to do anytime soon. But we're going on half term so we can actually go with my niece and spend time with my sister. Purely because we would never be able to go at the same time as my sister, even if my niece was out of school, because my sister's a teacher. But yeah, we're going over half term, so we're going the 17th to the 20th, so for 4 days. And we are causing chaos, nothing new there. We have a couple of things planned. My sister and my brother-in-law were kind enough to gift us for Christmas a character breakfast. So I think that's on the 18th. We're going for character breakfast, but we're also gonna go for Waltz on the 18th, and then I think it's the 19th that we're going to Pim. And then I can't remember, but we're going to Pim Kitchen at some point. But then everything else is sort of just on a whim. We're not putting pressure on it. We're going to go on the rides that we want to go on. We're going to try the snacks, and I am going to film it and put it all on my Instagram because I can't wait to show you the Disneyland Paris snacks. I know they're not as good as what they have in America, but yeah, I can't wait to show you guys. And I pretty much packed what I can do right now for myself and Adam. It's just some last minute bits that we're going to do when we, just before we go on Sunday, because we're going on Sunday afternoon. So we're driving down to Folkestone on Sunday afternoon, staying in the Premier Inn. So I'll finish packing on Sunday morning because there are bits that we need. But I never usually leave my packing this late. It's Friday today, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And yeah, I feel a little bit stressed by it, but I'm so excited to go. I can't wait because it's the weekend now and I just feel like we're almost there. So I hope you guys have really had a good time talking to me and watching, and yeah, I would really love to do this again, and I can't wait to show you our trip to Disney. Thanks guys.